The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
With a history of over 100 years, Farmers State Bank has built our reputation on neighbors helping neighbors. We faced our trials together, and we're celebrating our accomplishments today. The future is bright, so hold fast to your dreams and join us in looking ahead. We are Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Farmers State Bank, banking is as easy as FSB.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have with me today again Antonia Bell. We have talked multiple times. We talked at the passing out of gifted hands here a few weeks ago. Yes. But we're here today to talk about something really, really good, and that is you are one of the finalists in the whole state of Georgia, and we're going in April, right?
Yes, sir. April.
Okay, tell me all about the award you won.
So the award is the Georgia Occupational Award of Leadership. It describes pretty much the student of the year of each campus. Mm-hmm. They give us 3-minute speech of what technical education means to them and over a panel of judges. So they interview and you give your speech and you pray that you advance to the next round.
So what did you tell them? What does it mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I mean, it means great to me. I mean, it's far and dear to my heart. You know, I represent my community, my family, my job, everything. So it's like a whole culmination of everything put together into one.
Family means a lot to us, and especially in those tough times. But you're going to have to give a speech when we go to the next level, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what you're going to speak on.
My speech is about being stuck in time. It's about being transitioning from college the first time that I went to now joining the military and now leaving the military, and now I'm actually back in college now to where I'm headed to now. So
let's talk about the decision process, because there's a lot of people watching now that are probably stuck in time. I believe all of us at some period in our life get stuck in time, so to speak, whether we recognize it or not sometime. But so people are watching us right now saying, man, I'm stuck right now. What would you say to that person?
I would say if you want to better yourself, if you want to plan on having a great future, then you should come join the family of Oconee Fall Line. Or any technical college.
Yeah, Oconee Fall Line. But now, you went in the military. How old were you when you went in the military?
I enlisted when I was 19, but I didn't leave until I was 20.
Okay.
So I did 8 years. I got out May 5th of 2020. And
how are you that old? That don't even make sense. You don't look like, there's no way you could have served 8 years and then you've been here for a couple years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that don't even, we're going to have to verify that. I'm going to check his license at the commercial. But you're just young.
Yes, sir.
So when you got out of school, what made you go in the military?
Just I wanted to serve my country. I felt like that would be a better stepping stone to help me to get where I want to be. And it did. It taught me a lot. Mm-hmm. You know, I got to see a lot of places, like do a lot of things, meet a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, it opens a lot of, for a country boy like us, you know, it opens a lot of doors, and you do get to see the world.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about some of the places you saw.
I've been to Egypt. I've been also to California, been to Virginia. I've been to Kansas. I was stationed in Texas, Fort Hood. That's pretty much about it.
You did see some places.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of places.
For a Georgia boy.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
Yeah, that is so good. So you were 19 when you enlisted, 20 when you went in, 28 when you come out.
Yes, sir.
Then you come immediately to Oconee Fall Line?
Actually, when I got off my active duty time in 2016. So when I did my active duty time, I was like, I need to go back to school. I want to go back to school. So I enrolled spring of 2017, and my unit actually made a deal that I can come to school and finish my time up like that. So I took it.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you come out of the military, come to Oconee Fall Line. Don't you think that discipline of the greatest military in the whole world that you served in, hadn't that discipline helped you throughout your time here at Oconee Fall Line?
Yes, sir. Of course, definitely. It's grown greatly. Like I feel like it's giving me more discipline to be on my classes, my schoolwork, even the people around me helping each other. You know,
Yep.
we're all one together.
What would you say to somebody watching right now? Would you, first of all, would you travel that same road if you did it again?
Yes, sir. But it'd probably be a few different changes.
What would they be?
Just the handling, I guess the timing.
Well, and we can't go back in time.
Yeah,
There's
can't.
no redos.
Yeah,
you
at
know,
all.
we can learn from them.
Yes, sir.
But the second part of that is when you came into Oconee Fall Line, you've been really, really successful here. And I believe, tell me if you agree or disagree, but you get out of it much more than you put in it. Would you say that?
Of course, I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
It's all about what you put in,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, you put the time in, you put the work in, help the campus. I mean,
Yeah.
they help you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the good thing about Oconee Fall Line. I believe these students that I talk to get much more than they put in because of the faculty and the staff that go way beyond anything that you would think of in a college.
Yes, sir.
Because most colleges, they just want your money and the heck with you then, you know, whether you pass or fail or whatever. But they have a vested interest here, don't they?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Like, they invest in each student. I mean, each student that walks through the door
Yep.
can always count on their instructor to be there for them, no matter what.
Talk about some of your instructors. Tell me about some of your favorites.
My favorite, I would say a few of my favorites. I had Mr. Brandon McNeil. He was a good instructor. He was my cybersecurity and networking instructor. To now transitioning with Miss Belinda Fisher, which is my business management advisor and instructor. So it's been great help.
So where do you go from here once you leave Oconee Fall Line? Where are you headed?
Well, I'm headed. I plan to pursue. Right now, I'm thinking I have a few job offers in the business management side. But right now, I'm thinking I'm focusing on cybersecurity as well. I think that's a #1 topic right now for me. I mean, business as well, but I just feel like cybersecurity is the avenue that I really want to jump into. And later on down the road, I feel like since I did pick up those business skills, I can transition and culminate everything together.
Yeah,
Like cybersecurity.
and they could go together at some point.
Yes, sir.
Cybersecurity, you can't go wrong because the future you're in, people my age, we're only kind of on the downhill trot. I hate to think of it that way, but we've lived the majority of our lives. You've got most of your life ahead of you. And cybersecurity, this day and time, you know, I cut up with people, which I'm really not cutting up. If something happens to my iPhone over there, I get one of my grandkids, you know, they're 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, to fix my phone for me. And they do all the else. Well, that's all it takes, Papa. And I'm thinking, my goodness, but, you know, if kids coming up now, and I know you agree with this, if they are not computer savvy, they're going to get lost in this world that they're going to be living in, aren't they?
Yes, sir, because we're definitely transitioning to a technological world now.
Yeah.
Everything is driven through technology, so
Yeah.
imagine what the next 10, 15 years will be like.
Yeah, it's unbelievable because when I was born and even up until, and I can remember, Antonia, you're probably going to say, man, this man's old. But I remember back in the 80s, this guy worked for him, his name was Jeff Pridgeon. And I told him, I said, go on home early, Jeff. You've been working hard. I said, take an early day off and just go on home and enjoy yourself. And he said, I think I'll do that. I said, what you going to do this evening? And I won't never forget his answer as long as I live. But he says, I'm going to go home and surf the World Wide Web. And I said, what the heck is that? He said, Mr. Deal, you won't believe it. You can go on this internet. And I said, internet? What's the internet? Because we had never heard of this. So he starts explaining all these things he could do, and I said, no, you can't do all that. You need encyclopedias to do that. Because in my era, we all had a set of encyclopedias in our house. Now, literally, you can surf the world.
For anything.
Yeah. It's just amazing. And, you know, before we take a break, you know, my typing teacher in high school, I used to give her the devil. I'd say, Miss Lattimore, I'm not going to be a secretary. I don't need to know how to type. Now, I have asked her forgiveness later on in life because what do I do every day? I'm on a keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, because we didn't know that, and just like you were talking a while ago, you don't know what's out there. None of us do.
Yes, sir.
But like you said, the next 10, 15 years, there's no telling the opportunities you're going to have available just from coming through Oconee Fall Line.
Yes, sir.
With these wonderful instructors and getting the knowledge that you got. I think it's exciting. How about you?
Most definitely. It's definitely exciting.
Well, I'm excited to take a commercial break because they pay for all this. We're going to take a break and come back and talk more with Antonia Bell. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
The flu, this year we're seeing a lot more cases of it, but primarily that's because people aren't masking up like they did the previous year. So the best thing to do is just get vaccinated. Even if you got vaccinated last year, the flu vaccines are set up on an annual basis because it's got to be set up to treat the most predominant strains that are out there right now. And with Corona, you know, you always got to keep that one in mind, and we do Corona vaccinations here now.
Have you heard about the new general store in Menor? Drop by Menor General Store today at 2201 Highway 29 South. We've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooked fresh every day, 7 days a week. At Menor General Store, we have all types of feed: rabbit feed, dog feed, horse feed, or any feed for your livestock. We've got you covered. Going fishing? Menor General Store has your bait and tackle, coolers, and all your fish and tackle. Menor General Store for groceries, feed, fishing supplies, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Well, you get the picture. Menor General Store's got you covered. Menor General Store, right down from Union Baptist Church. Call ahead at 279-5726. Menor General Store in the heart of Menor, Georgia. Welcome back, everybody. Continuing my conversation with Antonia Bell. We're out here at Oconee Fall Line Technical College. If you're just joining us and you missed the first part of this, you can check us out on YouTube at TV35 WDIG. Antonio, your background is cybersecurity and internet, and you will understand this more than a lot of people, but at the TV station, we're really excited about it because we've just hit, in the past 12 months, we hit 3.1 million impressions on our TV YouTube channel.
Nice,
so
nice.
That is a lot of, and what that means, if you wonder what impressions are, they watch some part. They may not have watched all the show, like this show. They may watch just the part with Antonio. They don't want to hear nothing I got to say, but they watch at least some part. Might be a city council, might be St. Patrick's or football or whatever. But 3.1 million impressions is a lot of impressions.
Yeah, that's big.
Of course, we have a lot of content.
That's major.
You know,
That's major.
So it is. It's really good. The reason I bring that up, first of all, his background. Second of all, thank y'all. Thank you so much for watching us on YouTube, and with smart TVs today, you just punch a button, watch it on your big screen.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to watch it on a computer. And you know what else, Antonio, I found out about internet and web-based is I'll be sitting at a restaurant and somebody will walk over to me and they'll say, "Aren't you James Dill?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "We was over here watching a show you were doing while they were eating lunch."
Yeah.
So people are watching TV on the go now.
Yeah.
iPhone, tablet, whatever. You don't have to go home, just sit in front of the TV.
You just do.
Yeah, it's amazing. And back to what we were saying a while ago, the advances we've seen in the last 15 years, or even since, like kids your age, and I call you a kid because you are to me, but I know you're grown, but, I think Google, was not founded until the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And kids now think, well, there's always been Google.
No.
There's always been YouTube that we were talking about. There'd always been telephones, but no, they hadn't. That first phone I got was a bag phone, plug in the car. So, but technology is incredible. Don't you think that you'll have to continue, just like in my job, we're constantly training. You can't just graduate from Old Coney Fall Line and say, okay, I got it, that's the end of it. You got to do continuous training, don't you?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, because it's always cyber attacks happening. I mean, everything is happening on the internet at all times. So you always have to be continuously learning, continuously like training, and ready for the next attack. Yeah,
and cybersecurity. We've just had, and I know the head of this company watches us all the time, and I won't say the name of your company, but we've just had a company with, they got over 600 employees here in Lawrence County. Well, in the counties they serve now, to be fair. But they were attacked here several months ago, and it just, it took them months to figure out, and then come to find out it was somebody overseas trying to get money out of them. And the people like you, we're going to depend on you.
Yes, sir.
Not to do, it's like the police. The police can't do nothing about a crime until the crime happens.
Yes, sir.
Cybersecurity, you hope you can do something before it happens, don't you?
Yes, sir. You're always trying to prevent the attack.
Yep. So you got to be 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps ahead. Okay, we talked about you winning this award, and I get so confused sometimes. Janet Smith's behind the camera, and I'm talking about her, so she hears what I'm saying. But we have gold G.O.A.L winners, and we have G.O.A.L winners. And with my southern drawl, I may mix up the two, and you say, what is he talking about? But you were a gold G.O.A.L winner. Okay. And Janet's behind us. If you see somebody smack me on the head, you know what it is. But anyway, you had a lot of finalists in there. Let's talk about them, because they did an incredible job.
Most definitely. We had an amazing group this year from top to bottom. I mean, starting off with Taylor Adams, Christopher Wilson, Caitlin Harrington, Mashiwa Josie, Brandy White, Brandy Hobbs, even Jamison Barhill. Like, we had a great group.
Yeah.
And LaWanda Mills as well, too.
Right. They did an incredible job. And these kids, and I keep saying kids, I know, but I'm an old man, but these kids come to Old Coney Fall Line, and these finalists were from Dodge County, Bleckley County, Washington County, and Lawrence County. But that's what I find on campus here. I've been coming on campus for years and years doing shows and success stories, which is how you and I first met.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's like a year ago. A year ago.
Gosh.
See how time flies?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it does. But when I first heard your story, I knew then you were going a long way. And it makes me proud as I sit here with you now, knowing that this year, the Bible says life's vapor and then we vanish. I see that vapor in my life, and you see it a little bit, because it's probably hard to believe. You say, gosh, I sat down a year ago and talked to him.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, and it's like, just like that. It's like a mist, but just wait.
Yes, sir.
So my advice to you is enjoy as you go.
Yes, sir.
But these other students that competed, talk about it. I know you said their names, but talk about get a little deeper there about how good a job they did.
Yeah, it was great, actually. Like, they had a lot of great speeches. Like, even from my first time starting, I didn't even have my speech completed at all. Like, the first 2 meetings wasn't no speech done at all. Mm-hmm. So I came a long way in that process too. So not only did they come a long way, I came a long way too.
So you were truly stuck in time.
I was stuck in time. I didn't even have that part. I didn't even have stuck in time.
Well, when you got through those first few phases there, the meetings, you probably come up with the title. You said, because I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in time. So it probably slapped you upside the head with the title there. But so how does that process go? I know how it is when I'm doing interviews. I sit down, prepare, and I have pages of notes. I'll study, because I don't like to have notes in my hand when I do an interview. Just like this interview, I read some of the notes that Emily sent me, and I got offline. But I just don't like to read once I'm on the air, but it takes a lot of studying. So what process do you take as you move through that?
I take very deep process, because it's kind of hard to think about writing a 3-minute speech about yourself and what technical education means. Just to have that self-confidence, just to go and speak in front of people that you know nothing about.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like as far as it goes, like your confidence gets higher and higher each time you go up. So that's what's been helping me, honestly.
And you said something there. I love what I do because I make other people look good. I want to talk about other people. I don't want to talk about myself. I do insert things sometimes to keep the conversation going. And I do that a lot with kids because, young kids. I mentioned we did opening day at baseball at Southern Pines. And when you're interviewing 4-year-old and 5-year-old, it's like pulling teeth, man. You're saying, come on, help me here. But, as you deal with older people, you think sometimes it's going to be easy and then it's hard.
Yeah.
So I understand that. But my whole point in saying that is it is hard to write a speech and to talk about yourself, isn't it?
Most definitely it is. I mean, it started out with me not thinking like, wow, how could I have made it this far? And bam, actually winning. But
yeah.
It was great. It was a great group. I had a great year, like from top to bottom. We made it hard on all the judges.
Good. That says a lot about the students here at Oconee Fall Line, and furthermore, it says a lot about the staff. And I don't mean just the professors or the instructors or whoever. It says a lot about the whole staff, because let's talk to the people watching now that feels like they're stuck in time. Like, okay, and I have a friend of mine, young guy that started Oconee Fall Line this last semester, and he had been out of school like 8 or 10 years, I think 10 years, and he was so scared to give it a try, and I kept saying, son, do it. Oconee Fall Line's the best. They'll help you. They'll tutor you. And I finally convinced him to do it because he was, he's got a good job, but he don't have an education. So he wanted to have that education. So he's out here now, and he's so proud of himself. He'll call. He had a paper he had to write the other day. He thought he was going to fail it. He made an 89 on it. So it's like you doing that speech. You say, oh, my gosh, I don't even have this thing put together here.
Yeah, I do.
But talk to the people watching now that may be stuck in time and they don't know what to do. Talk about coming and giving Oconee Fall Line a try.
I would say if you feel like everything is far-fetched, then it's not. Actually, like, everything is attainable. I mean, it may seem like it's far-fetched, but it's not, actually. But coming here, getting into a great program that you want, that you're interested in, and meeting with the instructors and advisors and seeing what kind of plan that you want to map out for yourself, and you can go from there and complete it.
Okay. And I hear this a lot here, and I want you to answer this. I give my own answers when I do it, but you're involved, you're here, so you know more than I do. But and we offer over 100 degrees here at Oconee Fall Line. That could be mind-boggling when you think, oh my gosh, how am I going to pick from 100 degrees? But tell them how when person A comes in the door, tell them how Oconee Fall Line goes about helping them pick out what's right for them.
So when you come here to register, they have an aptitude test or something like that you take, and it picks out a different range of interests that you want, programs that you're interested in. You take your test, you meet with your advisors about it, and you start your program.
So when you did your test, did cybersecurity just jump off the page or what?
See, cybersecurity was already interested in me. Well, I was already interested in
because of the military?
Because of previously going to college. I was a computer science major. So that pretty much traded me to just, I want to do that. So
you knew coming in.
Yes, sir.
And you did you get this training in the military or what?
No, sir. I was a unit supply specialist.
Okay.
So I was pretty much supplying my unit with like different things. So I was never. I mean, I had a few computers, but it was nothing like
like now.
Yes, sir.
You spend a lot of time on a computer now.
Oh yeah,
probably.
yes, sir. Most definitely.
So you get a lot of headaches. Staring at that screen, I don't know what it is about me, but it just, after a while, you just got to get back and look at something different. But but what I'm hearing is you come out and take that aptitude test, and they just point you in the right direction,
yes, sir.
help you with financial aid,
yes, sir.
all of the above, don't
yes,
they?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You make it sound fun.
I mean, it is fun. I've been here 4 years.
Yeah, you hear that? I mean, he's Antonio's vested here. There's no doubt about it. And to spend that kind of time here, and can you believe in that amount of time that you have learned what you did?
No, actually, I can't. I'm still puzzled. Sometimes I think back, like, wow, like I did this. I'm involved in this. I'm doing this. I'm helping somebody do this. Like, I'm pretty much involved. Like, even volunteering. Like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's like that's who I am. So.
Yeah. I agree with that's your personality. Hey, we got to take another break. We'll come back and wrap things up. Stay with us.
At Dublin Chevy Nissan, we're getting the St. Patty's party started early. When you come to Dublin for our St. Patrick's Day Festival, make sure and visit Dublin Chevy Nissan. With shipments of new GMs and Nissans coming daily and a wide selection of pre-owned vehicles, don't miss the party of the year at Dublin Chevy Nissan. At Dublin Chevy Nissan, we take pride in turning our inventory. So if you see it online or on the lot, act quickly. And remember, Don sells trucks well at Dublin Chevy Nissan.
The diesel and automotive technology programs at Oconee Fall Line Technical College are hands-on and can be completed in a year and a half or less. Students gain valuable experience working on state-of-the-art equipment and training aids, and even maintain the college's diesel truck and vehicle fleet, which allows them to see the real-world issues they'll encounter on the job before they graduate. During labs, students are exposed to every part of the automobile or diesel truck and are required to put the theories they've learned in the classroom and during lectures into action. OFTC's diesel program is certified through Daimler Trucks of North America's Get Ahead program, which allows students to add certifications to their resume before entering the workforce. Automotive technology students can also earn entry-level certifications through Automotive Service Excellence. Adding these certifications to their resume before entering the workforce sets OFTC graduates apart when applying for jobs. These programs are flexible and instructors work with students to accomplish their individual goals. Day and some evening class options are available, and the majority of a student's classwork is done online, so time on campus is spent applying knowledge and practicing skills through lab assignments. Careers in the diesel and automotive technician industry are in demand, and the more a technician learns, the more valuable they become to their employer. Opportunities in these fields are endless.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to wrap things up with Antonio Bell. And you said something as we were about to go to the commercial break is about helping other people. I know that's your personality, but don't you think that's the culture here at Oconee Fall Line?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. I feel like even everybody from each end of the spectrum helps each other. No matter what job title you have, we're all one. We all count as one.
Yeah. Okay. Before we go, I want you to talk to your camera there, and I want you to talk to those students that are watching us now. We got people from watching right now in Dodge County and Wilkinson and Johnson and Trutland and Lawrence, and there could be over 40,000 households watching us now. Now, I hope that don't make you nervous. No, I'm not worried about making him nervous, but that's nothing compared to what you're going to be doing in Atlanta. But
yes,
talk to that person sitting there that could be stuck in time.
I mean, if you're stuck in time, I would say don't get stuck in time. I mean, we come to a technical college, Oconee Fall Line, to be exact. Come here, be great, do great things, move on, and be a success story.
Good advice. I can't believe it was a year ago you and I talked. Huh?
All right. My hair was kind of shorter now. So.
Yeah, and I had hair. I had hair back then. No, I didn't. Don't say that on TV, James. But anyway, that's really good.
Yes, sir.
And we encourage you, if you're watching us today, just don't be stuck where you are. Or you may be watching and your plant shut down. Or just that turn of events in your life, that life-altering event in your life. You just never know what could turn you. And I see out here, Antonio, people on up in age. I
yes,
see
sir.
young people.
Yes,
you
sir.
have a very diverse group of students.
Diverse, yeah.
So, and when Antonio said a while ago that he likes to help, a lot of these people want to help, and they're going to grab you by the hand and help pull you along through the process, and you're going to do good too. So just make the first step. That's probably the best advice I could give. How about you?
Yes, sir. And I would say often too, you're seeing people at different ages, like you mentioned, diverse. Like you're seeing people from 18 to probably 60. Like even probably some first-time generation students that never came to college before, but you know they're breaking that generational curse.
Yep. We call them non-traditional students out here, and we are. I'm a non-traditional student, but my mom worked at a mill for 36 years, and when they closed down, she came out here and took a class in computers to, you know, figure out what she was going to do after that 36 years, and got a job in the school system and kept moving forward, and that's what we have to do.
Yes, sir.
So you're never too old to learn, and you're never too old or well, you might be too young, never too old to come out and be a part of the team here at Oconee Fire Line Technical College. I can't wait. I'm going to interview you in April, and you're going to tell me about winning.
Yes, sir. When
we go to Atlanta. So I'm excited about that. So I can already see it. You know, and Dale Carnegie says, anything the mind can conceive, the body can achieve.
Yes, sir.
So I can already see you being the winner in April. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. We'll be back with Antonia in April. Yes, and I'm really excited about that. And you tell us how you won in Atlanta and just show them what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I always enjoy talking to you.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Antonio Bell, Oconee Fire Line Technical College. The number, the website has been on the screen while we were talking, so just log on. They've got a great website. Very, very easy to maneuver through, but check it out, see what you may like. If you don't know, come out, sit down with one of the staff members, and we'll help you figure it out. Thank you so much for joining us today, Antonio, and thank you for joining us today right here on TV 35.
The kind of hot topics are things called patient-specific implants and instruments, which is where we use imaging like CT scans and MRIs to measure people's bone and look at the shapes of their bones, and then make implants and devices we use to implant the knee or hip replacement based on that particular person. And just about every company has that available, and people use it to varying degrees just based on, again, the patient's anatomy and whether there's some reason that you really need that extra assistance. There's also robotics that is starting to come out into the orthopedic world that's been in the general surgery world for a while now. We're starting to use robotic arms to do things like to help us make the cuts and shape the bone so the implants fit well.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future? That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter, member FDIC.
Hello, my name is Steve Harden, and I'm the lead pastor of the Dublin Church of God. We want to give you a special invitation to come and visit us here in house. On Sundays, it's at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And Wednesday nights, it's at 7 p.m. Our church is located in 1059 Claxton Dairy Road in Dublin, Georgia. We are a church that ministers to the whole family to give them hope, to counsel, to love, and a place to grow. We invite you to join us on our spiritual journey. We're looking for that blessed hope in the glorious appearance of our great God and Savior, Jesus Christ.
It's never a bad time to get what you need at Roach Farm & Garden. Stop worrying about food shortages. Roach Farm & Garden has every type of seed and fertilizer to ensure you have the best garden available. We even have a few seed potatoes left. Don't wait, come see us today. Is hunting season ever really over? Nope. Keep those feeders going with Antler Extreme 4S 80M feed. We also carry salt and mineral blocks. Improve your wildlife on your farm or hunting club with some predator control. Roach Farm & Garden has the traps and supplies to get you started. Did someone say feed? From horses to chickens and everything in between. Roach Farm & Garden carries all the feed and all the pet supplies you will ever need. Carhartt pants and jackets, bibs, and full line of Georgia boots. Come compare our prices. Looking for a gift or finishing up a honey-do list? Roach Farm and Garden has grills, cookers, fire pits, and patio furniture. Don't forget, it's that time of year to plant trees. And Roach Farm and Garden has a full greenhouse with shrubs, trees, and flowers arriving daily. Stop in and compare. Just remember, there's something for everyone at Roach Farm and Garden. 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.